Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Shy Gal Gaming. It is currently 1:37 p.m. outside of Tokyo. I have finished up my lunch. Ashi is here sitting next to me.
Hi guys.
Hasn't eaten her lunch yet. And I am going to spend the rest of my lunch break jumping into some Street Fighter Alpha 2. So, if you don't recognize this splash screen here, this is actually the Street Fighter Alpha collection for the PlayStation 2. It's the Japanese version, so hence the name Street Fighter Zero Fighters Generation. It's a little collection that has the just the Alpha series combined in one place. I know there's more modern ports. There's like the big Street Fighter like anniversary collection, but I don't have a copy of that available to stream. So we will not be playing that. What we're going to try out is Street Fighter Zero 2 Alpha, which I guess is Alpha 2 Gold, basically. One of my favorites when I was younger. This is actually one of the Street Fighter games that kind of got me into Street Fighter. I had the port that was made for Super Nintendo growing up for Alpha 2. Just kind of now looked on as like a miracle of programming. An impressive game, not too great to go back to the Super Nintendo version though. It plays really slow. It's impressive, but yeah, I'm not gonna play that when I have the arcade version here. So let's get into it. Let's just enjoy some of that classic Capcom 90s style. I'm always asking Ashi about these things whenever I do these fighting games on stream.
What?
So as we all know, Ashi watched a lot of King of Fighters growing up. Was Street Fighter a thing in the Singapore arcades of the 90s?
Street Fighter.
Yeah. It's like in the US, KOF wasn't really a thing, but everybody played Street Fighter. Street Fighter was like a big deal. So I'm just curious, like, it seems like KOF was the big deal, at least among your friends.
Well, in the arcade, the only big screen like cabinet is KOF.
Really? So that was quite popular then. It didn't save my controls.
Yeah,
Okay.
at that time, yeah.
No. So KOF was on the big screen, but so then you never really noticed anybody playing Street Fighter then.
Not really.
really.
Everybody I've watched is like always looking at KOF, the big screen.
Man, Singapore sounds like a good place.
Well,
In the 90s.
I feel like
I
other
love it,
places.
man. There wasn't enough love for SNK's work in the US. So I guess you don't really know this game. You've probably only ever seen me play it then.
No.
Alpha 2. I love Alpha 2. I think it's got style. I think Alpha 3 is... I really like Alpha 3, but Alpha 3 is like... it goes a little too crazy with the combos. Like... Alpha 2 feels like a good middle ground between OG Street Fighter 2 and Alpha 3. I like it a lot. Also, Sakura originally came from Alpha 2, and she's very fun to play in this game. That's who we're going to play today.
Shouldn't look so different.
He's much younger at this point. This is the Alpha series, so this is like near like the beginning of everything. This should be... It's on the default difficulty for this port. I'm not sure if that's representative of like the arcade difficulty. I feel like my kick is not... Something's off about my controls. Oh, I did the wrong one. Okay. I made it weak kick instead of strong kick. Oh, it was a kanji fail, as usual. Get out of here, Chu.
Yeah, because like Street Fighter 5, I think Sakura is already like in university or something.
So like,
He's in high school.
oh,
And then like there's like 3 different time periods in the Street Fighter series. There's basically like the Alpha series, which is when like Ryu and Ken are still really young and training, and like Ryu has his rivalry with like Sagat, and Sagat's still pretty much like an asshole at this point. So that's the Alpha series. And Street Fighter 1 would kind of be part of the Alpha timeline, because Street Fighter 1 is still canonically the first one. Like, Street Fighter 1 happens first, and then you get, like, the Alpha series. And that's when everybody's still very young. And then Street Fighter 2 is the point where it happens a lot later. And everybody is, like, older. I think like Street Fighter 2, 4, 5, they all kind of take place around the same time. Although I guess like Sakura seems like she's still probably in high school in Street Fighter 4, so I guess the whole like timeline must like take place in a relatively short span of time. And then the Street Fighter 3, which is really just one game, takes place much later. It's very confusing, the timeline, to be honest. Yeah. But they don't happen in order. Like, the order is something like Street Fighter 1. I think the order is probably Street Fighter 1, and then, like, Alpha 1 and or 2. I think Alpha 1 and 2 kind of have the same plot. They're just, like, variations of the plot. Then, after the Alpha, you get Street Fighter 2. Then I think it's probably Street Fighter 5 after 2. Then 4. It may be 4 and 5, or it might be 5 and 4. I'm not really sure. It's not so clear. I guess it would have to be 4 before 5. So it's 2, 4, 5, 3.
Why is it so like confusing?
That's a good question, yeah. It's really hard to like piece it together.
There's no story mode in Alpha?
The old games don't have it, not really. So you just kind of have to piece everything together based on like the manuals and like the character endings.
So 6? How about 6?
6, I assume, is later, like getting on towards Street Fighter 2.
6 is the latest one, right?
Yeah. Because like Ryu and Ken look way older in 6. I wouldn't be surprised if 6 took place after 3. But I'm not actually sure. Because I haven't played the story, I've only like messed around with like online play. I don't know if 6 has like a real story.
Pedro 47 says Pog Pikachu.
Oh, hey Pedro!
Hey, how you doing, Pedro? Here for another afternoon in the ring before I get back to work. I did Soul Calibur the other day, but you weren't here. You must have been busy. There's a VOD though. I think the VOD's still around if you're interested. Ashley and I are contemplating the timeline of the Street Fighter storyline.
I don't know much.
But I'm getting more confused the more I talk about it. It just fell, man.
Pedro 47 says yeah, I will look at it.
Damn, Ken, he's pissed. What the fuck, Ken? Why are you so mad, bro? Dude, like my movement, like I'm not coming out at all. Like I did this super like so many times and it just never worked. Oh, I know why. It's because I'm playing the fucking Xbox controller. I keep forgetting about that. The Xbox controller has shitty diagonals. It like doesn't read the diagonals for shit. It's actually, I discovered. So this controller is really good for like shmups or like like 2D platforming type of action games, it's actually really good for those. But it's really bad for fighting games because the diagonals just don't move well. For newer fighting game, it doesn't matter because they don't really care whether you did your diagonals proper, but in games like earlier Capcom games or like CBS, like those games, they require really like precise movements. The emulator's not set up for it. I'd have to like turn everything on. I have to remember when I'm playing fighting games that I don't want this controller for it. Like, it's not unusable, but you have to press the D-pad like really hard, and it makes your thumb hurt. And I think it's like not really good for the controller to be pressing it so hard for you. There's so much going on in his stage here. All these characters from old Capcom arcade games. Love it. Deep time! Keith is pretty fun in this game. I can play most of the characters in this game, more or less. But I think Sakura is the most fun for me, at least. I like Rolento as well in this game. He's this guy that has like he uses weapons like a stick. This baton. But he's kind of bad in this game. I prefer him more in Street Fighter 4. What makes Sakura fun is she's actually kind of just good in this game. Oh! Big throw. Got about 10 minutes I can play here. See how far we can. I don't know if we can finish it in 10 minutes. With like easy mode I could, but I don't know about the standard normal difficulty. It takes longer to take them out.
The screen talking about how...
It's Russian.
Oh, you say?
It's Russian, man. I just know it's Russian.
Coco.
They wanna eat some cocos.
How is the thing? How is that?
Oh, how kapab?
How is that?
No clue.
I don't know.
Adon. We can finish. We're pretty fun. It's not a terribly long game. This one was one of the ones I played the most when I was younger, though. I had the Super Nintendo one. I eventually upgraded to the Sega Saturn version when I got my Saturn. And I don't think there's any Sega Saturn game I played more than this. This was definitely like my go-to Sega Saturn game. But at the time, I was not even remotely like good at fighting games. I didn't know anybody who played fighting games, and it was like before the age of the internet. So I was kind of like self-taught and bad. I mean, I'm still bad, but I was worse. I'm a perfect example of how you can love fighting games without actually being good at fighting.
Pedro47 says why you are a penguin.
Why am I a penguin? Oh, I guess you didn't know. Ashy finally made us our own our own original avatars. So I got to retire the parakeet because the parakeet was just like a default avatar. We didn't make that ourselves. So I'm the penguin now. Ashy's the fish. We're like we're like VTubers, you know. damn, that's totally safe. Oh, that was a bad mistake. Hey, that one's actually really cool. He has such cool music.
Pedro47 says you avoid the question. LOL.
Like, why? You mean, like, why? Why the penguin? Because I like penguins.
Yeah, I asked what does he want.
Yeah, I mean, she asked me what I wanted, and I said a penguin. As for why, I don't know. Penguins are they're very distinguished. I don't know, man. I just like penguins. I think that's the lose to Aeon.
Pedro47 says yeah, why you choose that?
I gave him a few choices.
I lose.
Oh no, he was thinking of like
I thought of a few.
multiple choices.
Yeah.
I asked him to like, you know, fix onto one, and he finally says penguin.
I just narrowed it down. I sort of chose it on the spur of the moment, to be honest, but
What other choices you have? I forgot.
I also kind of forgot.
I think there's
Oh, I wanted a coelacanth, a type of fish, but it was too complicated to make.
oh.
I don't know. If I had to pick a bird that I like the best, it's gotta be penguins. Penguins are great. They don't bother anybody. They just hang out in Antarctica, doing penguin stuff. Chilling on that iceberg.
And you said they look stupid.
I like how stupid they look. Yeah, it's true. Penguins look really stupid, and so maybe that's like why I identify with them, you know, because I'm also kind of stupid. So. Man, Aeon's harder than I remember in this game. Maybe they just made it better in gold. Although I say I played this game a lot, but I didn't actually play this version. This is the second version, Alpha 2 Gold. I didn't have that as a kid. I just like vanilla versions. There's probably some like balance differences if I had to guess, though I don't know what they are. Dude, damn! Like fuck off, man. How did he grab me out of the Shoryuken, dude? Come on! I was in it! I don't hate this AI though. Like, it's hard, but it's hard in a fair way. Like, sometimes, like, games, their AI is difficult, but it's just in, like, a frustrating, like, annoying way. But Alpha 2 is not like that. Like, it never really feels unfair. It just feels hard. You're dead now, Aeon. Nope, not looking promising. I don't think I'm gonna finish. It's Dan! Hi, Dan. Why are you wearing green? It's not very Dan-like.
Yeah, his uniform is like orange, right?
Pink.
Or pink.
Pink. Yeah.
Pink?
I think you're thinking of Yo from...
Oh, yeah.
Dan was actually made to make fun of him. He's literally like a dig at SNK.
Oh. Okay.
How are you tackling every throw, Dan? Well, what about you, Pedro? Do you like penguins? What would you pick? You're not a penguin hater, are you? Dude, like, I hate this controller, man. Like...
Pedro47 says I don't know.
No clue. Well, do you have like a favorite bird or a favorite animal? Ashley's favorite is fish in general.
Pedro47 says everything from cold is not my cup of tea, ha ha sweat.
Ah. Well, I guess in wintertime you don't want to think about the cold much anymore. Do you live in a cold place? Oh, fuck off, Nash. I can do that too. I know how to do that. That's how you want to play, Nash. I can do that too.
Pedro47 says no.
I will cheese you to death, Nash. I will. Okay, you better believe it. I have no shame, none.
Oh! Okay. I thought he coming to get his kill.
Pedro47 says hot place. I can't handle cold.
Ah. Ashley's originally from like a hot place, but yeah, she had to learn to deal with the cold. Japan gets really cold. Like, we just had a big snowstorm outside Tokyo earlier this week. It was crazy. Yeah, I like the cold. I'm the opposite. I don't like the heat. Well, the next... Okay, I'll try this one time. If Ryu beats me, then we just lose. And we game over. If I beat him, we beat the game. But I don't have time for more than one round, so let's do it, Ryu. Me and you. That was a sketchy, like, miss on that kick. Oh! I got lucky there. It always surprises me how many of the supers are actually, like, safe in this game. Like, they can super you, like, point blank, you block it, and you can't do anything. You just gotta sit there. You're not at advantage. That's really different about this game compared to, like, the more modern ones. And the AI will spam the fuck out of the supers, too. He reads my buttons, man. The moment I press a button, he's suddenly, like, stop in his tracks and Hadouken me. He cheaped me to death. It's even gonna give him the cheese icon for that win.
Oh.
Even the game thinks that shit is sketchy.
Why is there a cheese?
Because he just, like, he just used a super to, like, kill me while I was blocking.
There's a cheese?
Yeah, it's considered cheese.
Oh.
It's like, it's literally, like, cheap. It's the game calling it cheap.
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh!
That was a good fight. All right, we're gonna let the credits roll. I'll be right back.
We made it. That felt pretty good. It wasn't a 1cc though, because Adon killed us like halfway through.
Pedro47 says almost.
Yeah, we got close. 2 credits. Not terrible.
Not terrible. Try again?
Yeah, I think you only get the credit roll if you 1cc. Alright. Well, that's it. We made it all the way to the end. Finished the game. Alpha 2 here is a game that I highly recommend to anyone who enjoys single-player fighting games. I think it has a very, very good AI compared to most. It's very fun to play against. It's not too easy, but it's not super cheap in the way that it's hard either. It's just really fun to play. It's a game you can just sit down, play by yourself. Watch a little stupid ending at the end. It's a perfect fighting game. It's a really great game. So, as for me, I have work to do, so I got to get back to it. Thank you guys for stopping by for lunch. It was good seeing you, Pedra. I hope you have a good day out there. Don't work too hard, and enjoy life. We will see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye.
Pedro47 says classic.